In this podcast, I would like to talk about how youth must actually be trying to get themselves employed. I also will share why uh, people are not employed, why people are not employed in spite of jobs being available. Let us first understand what does a job actually mean and how are jobs created. And then we'll try to understand how education and skills help us prepare for these created jobs. A job is an exchange for your time, effort, and knowledge. Now, when you give your time and effort and knowledge in a manner to your employer, he exchanges that with money, rewards, and other such commodities. So basically, this is like a barter system. You give your employer your time, your effort, and your knowledge, and they give your salary, rewards and recognition, career growth, and other such commodities. So that's the exchange value when you look at a job. And this is how we are taught about jobs and schools and colleges, and mostly children grow up thinking that once they reach their end of graduation, they are now ready for a job. They just have to go search, get a job, and once they get a job, they give their time, energy and effort, and the employer will give them salary. Sometimes the student even is further anxious about the job because he has financial problems, he has financial commitments back at home, and he believes now that he is a graduate, now that he has finished his studies successfully, all he has to now do is search for a job, and the moment he or she lands a job, the employer will start exchanging money with him. Now, this is how fundamentally everybody is seeded. Everybody is picking up from their environmental feeding that this is how jobs work. I'm going to help you understand that this perception of job is so wrong, and why working yourself up with this perception can actually harm you. First, let us understand how jobs are created. Jobs, yes, the exchange economy is still the same. Okay, you give your time, effort, and knowledge, and the employer gives you money. That's all right. That's all fair. However, there is a catch to this, and there is a bigger picture. There's a bigger perspective here. The employer is actually creating a product or a service that he is selling in the society. Now, his product or service is actually solving a problem. Now, think about like this. Your employer's products or services are bought by the people, and these people become customers. Now, the customers are willing to pay money to buy the product or service. And you must understand that it is this money that is actually the income of your employer. And a percentage of that income goes as salaries for all the working employees. So in other words, it is actually the people who are actually customers that are paying your salary indirectly. So more customers you have, the more profits your employer makes, and better you get paid. So this is the bigger picture. And when you try to understand from this bigger picture, you'll see that the sellability of your employer, how good they sell their products and services, matters a lot to you as an employee. So why do customers buy? Why do customers are willing to give money to your employer? You must always understand that. Before you step in a company, you must understand this big picture. What is my employer selling? And why are customers willing to pay my employer that money? You must understand that. When you understand that, something strikes powerfully in your mind. And that is, okay, so if I am spending money as a customer, it's only because buying this product or service is helping me either in two ways. One, either it is solving my problem. Two, it is helping me accomplish a goal that I already have. So when you buy cosmetics, when you buy, shoes, apparel, house stuff, office stuff, stationery, jewelry, electronics, we buy this stuff only because either they're solving our problem or because they help accomplish our goals faster. This is called value of the product or service. As an employee, you must understand the value of the product, value of the service that your employer is putting in the market. And that will help you understand why customers are willing to pay money to your employer. And when you understand why customers are paying you money, it becomes so natural for you to work much better. Because see, now everything works in an alignment. You understand why customers are willing to pay you money, because they want to solve a problem. And your employer is willing to solve that problem. And as your employer needs your help, your employer needs your time, your effort and your knowledge so that he can solve people's problems. So when they are solving people's problem together, it gives you a sense of contribution. It gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of importance that by doing my job, I'm doing something profound. I'm doing something with great meaning with my life. That's what you'll understand. Okay? That's what you will understand. And as you understand that, see, you're getting paid money anyway, okay? You'll get your salary. But you'll also get a sense of accomplishment. And as you begin to feel this sense of accomplishment, your purposefulness of life at your job, you want to grow much better. You want to grow bigger. So you want to grow bigger, you want to grow better. What do? You try to learn more. You did not just stop at your graduation. Now you want to learn more about business. You want to develop your knowledge. You want to become a knowledge worker who can create further leaders at the workplace. Who can create more leaders at workplace. Who can create more employees like you who are willing to align the objectives of the organization, the helpfulness of the customers, the profitability and your growth. It's all put together in one story. And you want to create more such people who can understand this alignment. What do you become? You become a manager. This is called promotion. You're now promoted. You're now promoted because you understood the alignment. You understood how all of these things work together. So, what does it become? You did not just take this job, but now you have started a growing career. So, now let's come back at the graduation point. Why the youth doesn't get employed is because they just think that I just have to search for a job and all my financial worries will end. They're only looking at this. They're not looking at how can I use my knowledge, how can I use my effort to solve people's problems using the skills I have. Once you ask this question, you will understand few things. You will understand, are the skills that I have sufficient for me to serve the society? Are the skills that I have sufficient to serve my employers? And if the answer is no, it's not sufficient, what does the student do? The student begins to work on his skills instead of searching for the job. That's where your solution lies. Why there is unemployment despite jobs being available is because people are searching for jobs which they are not ready for, which they are not equipped for. So once you acquire the knowledge, once you acquire the skill sets required for a job, and now you also understand the big picture, you also understand how you should align your job as a launch pad for your career. Career is growth at job. You're not just planning a job, you're looking at a career. You're looking at organizational objectives. You're looking at the big picture on how I am working here at this company can help me solve people's problem. Which part of the people's problem solving I fit in? How am I contributing to the company's growth story? How am I contributing to the customers' satisfaction story? How am I helping my customers achieve goals? You don't work for the employer anymore. You feel like you are actually serving the customers directly. And when you think like that, all the student will think about is, am I ready for this? Do I have the skills? And there, the action plan is revealed. The action plan is, hey, you're not ready. And if you're not ready, you can learn what you don't know. That's the beauty of 21st century. We are living in digital age. Every skill can be learnt. You can be a better programmer. You can be a better engineer. You can be a better scientist. You can be better business analyst, a research analyst. You can be anything you want. You can learn how to become anything, a chef, a musician, an entrepreneur. You can basically learn any skill. One thing the youth must be hungry for is to learn. The youth must be hungry to learn any life skill, any business skill, any personal development skill. Yes, I am ready. Show me the way to learn. Show me the resource to learn. I am willing to learn. And once the youth prepares themselves as a huge hub of knowledge workers, you don't have to wait for a job. You can create jobs, in fact. Think about this. How about you become the employer? Why are you waiting for a job? You can become your own employer. How? When you can create your own products or services which can solve people's problems. So instead of waiting for an employer to create jobs for you, you can actually become an entrepreneur who works on a product using innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship, the business wisdom, to create product or service that can actually solve people's problems. That's how some youth choose to become entrepreneurs at a young age. Because they understood the big picture much better and in a much faster way. And they skip ahead, directly becoming themselves employer. And what do these people do? They hire people. And they hire people, again, which is youth, which must have the big picture. Because now they created a culture of serving people. When you serve people, you get paid more, and it also gives you a sense of contribution and achievement. A purposeful life, basically. So, this is why most youth fail to get jobs despite having available jobs out there. Don't search for jobs, guys. Okay? Prepare for jobs. Understand the big picture. Know what skill sets you lack. And remember, any skill can be learnt. Learn the skill and join the job. Even better, learn skills so good that you can create your own product or service and become an entrepreneur. Now, having said all of this, I just want to highlight the importance of education here. Your years of graduation are very crucial, therefore, because that's the time to study, that's the time to learn. So learn as much as possible. Learn as much as possible in terms of practical value. Learn to connect the dots of your knowledge. Why am I learning this? Which customer's problem am I going to solve by learning this? Which skill set is this knowledge going to help me develop? What is this subject going to help me with? When you understand the purpose of each subject, and when you understand the value of those graduating years, you will understand how important is education for your job and for your career. So my friends, my advice is this: make the best use of your graduating years. Learn as much as possible, as many skills as possible. Become a career launcher, not a job hunter. Build your career. Don't search for jobs. Work on your skills. Jobs are always there. Even better, you can become an entrepreneur and create jobs for others when you have sufficient knowledge and enough passion to create products and services that can solve people's problems. Create your own market. So I hope this podcast has served you well on how to get yourself employable, and also I believe it has helped you shatter the existing beliefs of how to get jobs and how you must actually be getting jobs and building careers, or even better, become an entrepreneur. Thank you so much, and see you in the next podcast. As kids, you would approach elders or teachers to learn something you wanted to do, to learn how to do what you did not understand completely, or to learn how to solve tiny problems. Imagine a life school where you can learn life skills like that. A learning destination where you learn how to live in a fit body, learn how to meditate for inner peace, learn how to operate business and build wealth like millionaires do, learn how to have loving, enriching and peaceful relationship with everyone, learn how to have great fun and adventure, and learn how to serve the world, leaving a legendary impact behind. It is such life that enables you to experience it fully. AV Peron Academy is one such life school where you can learn life skills like that. This is a life school to learn how to live life with ultimate life performance. Join AV Peron Academy by subscribing to our email list. Click on the link below to provide your email. Also, you can join us on our AV Peron Life Skills Facebook group. Click on the Facebook group link below to join. You can also ping us on WhatsApp to join free mobile coaching groups. Subscribe, join and ping to stay updated with life skills. Thank you.